everyone, welcome back. Let's begin the remaining topic of the chapter 6, the three orders. Children, we have discussed in this chapter what was the system of feudalism, how does it introduced in England and other part of the Europe. And then we saw how society was divided into three categories, and those three categories on the basis of their work was called as the three orders. We saw the role of clergy, then we saw the role of nobles along with the role of third society people, that were the peasants. Now today we are going to discuss about the factor affecting the social and economic relation. Going to begin with the environment. How because of environment the social and economic relation get affected. In environment we will first of all see the affecting part of the land use. Then the development of the agriculture. When people started using the land in different form, starting from the agriculture, we saw that people, along with the lot of development, they proceed for the new pattern of agriculture. Children, let us see how change in environment affects the economic condition of complete Europe. So, around 5th to 10th century, Europe was completely covered with forest, and very less part of the land was used for doing agriculture. It means agricultural part of land was very less. So these two factors were the earlier condition. Along with that, by 11th century, Europe went under the great climatic change. Great climatic change. And children, what was that change? Earlier, Europe used to belong with cold temperature. It means before 11th century, Europe had cold temperature. And by 11th, it converted into the phase of warm temperature. And as soon as this climatic change went, drastic change in the agricultural pattern took place in complete Europe. The crop which used to take place certain time, that duration started taking much more when it went with the warm temperature. It means the crop which used to supposed to grow around the 4 month of the summer timing, that started taking much more time for growing the crop. So this was the ultimate effect, and due to that the crop production went less and people again suffer with the great we can say food crisis. So next we will see the land, how they used to cultivate the land and use the land part of the Europe. Children, let us see how the uses of land release the complete change in the economic and social condition of the Europe. Earlier, the land part was not only used for the construction of building, monuments or roads, also the most part of the land was used in agriculture. And the method of doing agriculture was little old and primitive, and method was primitive in nature, where these farmers used to take the help of pair of oxen or team of oxen you can say, and wooden plough. Before that, these farmers, they used to dig the complete agricultural land by their own hand. which used to consume more human energy or the manpower, we can say, and later on they changed their pattern with the pair of oxen and wooden, we can say, plough. Earlier this wooden plough was kept on the neck of we can say bulls or the ox, which used to consume more energy by the bulls for digging the land or scratching the field. Now children, the harness process went with a slight change. The wooden plough earlier which they were using on the neck of the ox, now they started putting on their shoulder. Why they started putting on their shoulder? Because the energy can be used more by the bulls in digging and scratching the land, and it consumes less time for harnessing. That's why they started changing in place of neck to shoulder. Along with this, when all these development and changes taking place, the greediness or the expectation of the landlords went very high. They started expecting that their income must be increased, and the only source of increasing their income was the taxes which they were getting from the farmers or the crop production. So they started insisting, means the landlords started insisting farmers to include their land, cultivating land, into their manorial estates. And after this, all the farmers, they went against of this proposal. Along with that, the expectation of landlords were that these peasants must be utilized with some extra work. For that also peasants went against. They denied to do extra work without wages in the fields of landlords. So with this drastic change with the use of land, the social and economic, we can say, relation went on greatly. Now children, let us see how new agricultural technology put an impact upon the social and economical relation. First of all, around 11th century, several agricultural technology developed. Among them, number one, let us see the wooden plough, which they used to made with the complete wood. Now they got a slight change in that, so that it can dig little faster and deep. What these people did, they made the tip with a metallic material. So the wooden plough tip was being changed with a metallic tip. And which metal they used? Iron. So in this way we can say wooden plough changed into metallic plough on its tip. Now the second change towards the agriculture was people started inventing more and more water mill and windmill, so that they can give proper irrigation to their crops. It means the facility of irrigation can be increased. For that purpose, they invented windmill and water mill. So in this way we can write windmill and water mills were invented in higher rate to improve the condition of agriculture. Children, we have seen how the factors of social and economic changes arise due to the environmental changes, land uses and technological development. Now let us see towards the political change in Europe. So around 15th to 16th century, all the kings started strengthening their power. and that system was called as monarchism. So Europe was under the system of monarchism in 15th and 16th century. So let us see what was the ultimate effect of all these systems. So the political system was divided into three types of monarchy. Number one, authoritarian monarchy. Number two, absolute monarchy. And the third one is parliamentary monarchy. Let us see the features of authoritarian monarchy. It existed in 16th century and the monarchs have the complete control upon nobles. Also, they have to take care the respect for the institution that were able to limit their power. Now, the next type of political system was absolute monarch. Louis XIV of France was the first absolute monarch. He took the control of government without a prime minister. He ruled according to his own wish without asking the advice from his ministers or the general states. He created a system of centralized and efficient power. He controlled his people tightly and including the nobles. In parliamentary system of monarchism, Charles I of England wanted to impose the absolutism, but some of the people did not support it, absolute monarchism. Therefore, in 1642, there was a civil war between the supporters of the absolute monarchy and the defenders of the parliaments. Life doesn't remain same. It grows with the different changes and gives us wonderful experience in our life. Sometimes it gives bitter taste and sometimes good experience. Same happened with the European country around 14th century when it faced with the crisis. And these crises arise with the three reasons. Let us see what were those three reasons. So the first factor was around 13th century European country went with climatic change. It means they entered, that is, they entered from cold phase to warm phase, which ultimately affected the crop production. Why? Because the duration which must be taken by the certain crop either increased or it decreased, which affected the crop production. Now second, due to climatic change, when European country is hit by countries are hit by ocean flood, thunder or storm, the farming land lost its fertility. Also, for so many years, the cultivation was not possible in those land. So children, next crisis of the 14th century around European country was the spread of epidemic disease. We can understand this much better because recently we are facing the pandemic disease, that is the spread of COVID-19. Along with that, we can see in year 1347 to 50, Europe was under the grasp of epidemic disease, that is plague, which is also called as Black Death. So, this was spread for 3 years in European country. So, how this disease is spread? As we all know, European countries were very good in trading. Their ships used to travel from one place to another place. Along with their ships, the mouse or the rats, they also traveled and they spread the disease called as plague, which the population of the European country get affected highly. So the result of this epidemic disease was that the population reduced highly. Here is the data, that is till year 1300. Till year 1300, the population of Europe was 73 million, which reduced into 45 million till year 1400. So this was the great reduction of the population. So children, if population will reduce in a drastic manner, the ultimate effect will be that the working class or the highly skilled people might not be there for the further growth of the economic condition of the European country. So that was the great loss due to this Black Death, and the highly skilled people, when they do not remain in the countries of European, then the great requirement of workers and laborers were there in the European country. Now one more crisis took place in the 14th century, that was the currency of the European country, which was being used to made from the highly precious material, that metals were not being used, and now they started using the less we can say less precious materials were being used in the making of currency. So we can say the currency was used by, or the currency was made by less precious material or metal. So earlier they used to make the currency with the help of gold and silver. Now because of lack of laborers who used to dig the mines of gold and silver were no more due to the reduction of the population of Black Death, then they started making the currency with the less precious metals or materials. So this was the time period called as the crisis of European country. Children, let us see why this disease was called as the Black Death. Because victim turned into black and they died. It wiped out 1/3 population of the Europe. It was the belief of people that this Black Death was the God's punishment for their sin. Now this Black Death is being caused due to the fleas carried by the black rats. And it is also believed that the town people died more than the peasants because town place remains dirty. Children, there were some more reason behind the spread of this plague disease. Most of the buildings in the towns were made up of wood. Also, towns were very dirty. People used to throw rubbish towards the wall side to attract the rats. And there were no sewer, and the drains were open in the middle of the street where people used to throw everything into it. The drain water ran into the river where the people got the drinking water, where the chances becomes more of spread. How many valiant men and how many fair ladies breakfast with their kinfolk and the same night supped with their ancestors in the next world. The condition of the people was pitiable to behold. They were sick by the thousands daily and died unattended and without help. Many died in the open street and other dying in their houses, made it known by the stench of their rotting bodies. Churchyard did not suffice for their burials of the vast multitude of the bodies, which were heaped by the hundreds of the vast stretch like a goods in the ship hold and covered with a little earth. In enclosed communities like monasteries and convent, when one individual contracted the plague, it was not long before everyone did, and in the most everyone cases none survived. The plague took its worst toll among the infants and young elderlies. This catastrophe, combined with the economic crisis, caused immense social disisolation. Depopulation resulted in the major shortage of the laborers, and serious imbalance were created between the agriculture and the manufacture in complete Europe, because there were not enough people to engage the both equally. The prices of agricultural goods dropped as were fewer people could buy. The wages rate increased because of the demand for the labor, particularly in the agriculture, rose in England, such as the 250% of the aftermath Black Death. The surviving labor force could now demand twice their earlier wages. Children, let's have some questionnaire. During 14th century, a terrible plague arrived in Europe. It was also called as Red Death, Black Death, Blue Death or White Death. Next question is, according to the climatic change in Europe during 11th century, it went into the phase from cold to warm, warm to cold, cold to Mediterranean or none of these. Last question is, what were the technology that introduced for agriculture by 11th century in Europe? Drip irrigation, tube well, windmill and watermill or none of these? Answer all these questions in comment section. Thank you for watching.